Miracle Boy Boxing. I am your host, Jose Cruz, and the boxing judges have done it again. Another bogus scoring and decision. But before I get into that, let's talk about what happened prior to that. And we're here to talk about the Vasyl Lomachenko versus Devin Haney. Devin Haney versus Vasyl Lomachenko uh, fight card last night. It was all fights were really good. Um, some ended a little too fast. Let's get right into it. The first fight I'm going to talk about is the Emiliano Vargas. Fernando Vargas is one out of two out of one out of the three Vargas brothers. Emiliano Vargas, who have been highly praised and have been told by many fans that he is the best out of the three Vargas brothers. And when you watch him fight, you can see why they say that. You know, he's very skilled, very sharp in there. He can pop with both hands, and he knows how to play. He places his shots well, man. And one of my favorite punches for him is when he turns his left hook. That's how he got one of his knockouts. A couple fights back, actually it was in his pro debut. He was getting clipped, and the minute he got clipped, it was like he turned into a left hook that was so short and crisp, man, that when it touched the guy's chin, he went down. It was just an impressive way. It was just an impressive knockout. But all in all, last night he scored another stoppage on a body shot. You know, he got tested in that fight, which is good. You know, he got hit. You know, he did what he had to do. He showed he responded well to the little adversity in that fight. You know, he got a busted nose, and it was a good experience for him. He needed that. You know, what's important in this, and what's important is how he finished the fight. He got an impressive body shot, impressive win, and he's now on to bigger, better things. So that was a good experience for him in that fight. Another fight will be Floyd Diaz, Clash Floyd Diaz. He got tested big time in that fight, in his fight as well. Dig deep. You know, blood was drawn, and he had to use more than. He had to dig deep in this fight. He had to really compose himself, give angles, counter, stay composed, use his talent to get the job done, and that's what happened. And on to bigger and better things. It was a good experience for him. He banked in 8 solid rounds, competitive rounds, and that was a good experience for him. Another one is Nico Ali Walsh, the grandson of Muhammad Ali, the late great Muhammad Ali. You know, Nico Ali Walsh. You know, I'm one of those that has been looking into, that has been invested into his career so far. Of course, we all don't expect him to reach Ali's level, his grandfather's level, but I'm rooting for the kid. You know, he's doing well. He's improving in every fight that I've seen, which is very important. And Nico Ali, not bad for not winning a gold medal like his dad. Doesn't have the amateur background like his dad, and the gifted talent. You know, he's learning on the road. He's learning on the spot. Hands-on experience. So, and like I said, every fight he improves. You know, he shows a jab. He goes to the body well. Of course, we all know he has an excellent 1-2 punch. You know, excellent right hand, excellent 1-2. The guy he fought last night was a very tricky guy. Very experienced, much more experience than him. So he used the ring well. He got out of danger well. You know, see, he knew what he was doing, and it was Ali's job to adjust to that style. And Ali did not look his best. I know because of the guy's style, but he did got in some shots here and there, but it was not his best performance. And they gave it a draw. I think I saw it that way too, and I'm glad they gave it to him. They gave it a draw, so that way they could run it back. That'll be a good fight to see again. Now the one of the fights I want to talk about here is Hunto Nakatani versus Andrew Maloney. Now that was a hell of a fight, guys. A lot of nip and tucking in that fight, give and taking. Both guys having their moments. Nakatani with the excellent work rate on the inside with the uppercuts. At times keeping Maloney at bay with his reach, his jab, busting him up with his left hand. Maloney getting inside, using with that excellent game plan, coming inside, using that pressure, trying to close that gap so that way Nakatani with his long arms cannot let go some offense. And it was working really well, man. Working really well. Nakatani scored 2 knockdowns prior to the brutal stoppage, knockout finish by Nakatani. Knockout of the year, possibly. And Nakatani, man, one of Japan's top fighters, 2-time world champion now, scored a nasty knockout win over Andrew Maloney in that fight in the 12th round. In that fight, and what's crazy about that knockout is that Maloney's corner did not want him to go out for the 12th. They were thinking about stopping it, and look what happened. He went out there and he got KO'd in brutal fashion, but he's okay. Hunto is champion again, on to bigger and better things. Looking forward to what his next move is as champion. Now the main card, we saw Murataya versus Nakatilia in a fight that ended surprisingly quick in 2 rounds. Nakatilia hasn't fought in like a year since beating Burchelt, stopping Burchelt in impressive fashion. And here he is a year later fighting one of the top up-and-comers, contenders, by Robert Garcia, trained by Robert Garcia, Raymond Murataya. Murataya caught him with a good shot. Nakatilia was shook. Murataya saw it, jumped on him, and the referee waved it off after a few solid shots landed. And some called it premature, but Murataya is a very heavy-handed fighter. More shots like that, which was likely going to land, would have not been good for Nakatilia. So Murataya got the knockout in 2 rounds. Very quick fight. And then we got the co-main between Oscar Valdez versus Adam Lopez, rematch of their controversial stoppage win ending fight that happened between Valdez getting the TKO win in a fight where you all saw Adam Lopez was still alert. He could have still fight. So it was a premature stoppage. This time they went decision in another good fight. Valdez got the job done again by decision. And on to bigger and better things. He's looking to fight Emmanuel Navarrete in a all-action Mexico versus Mexico clash. In what seems to be another Mexico versus Mexico classic fight in terms of styles. Emmanuel Navarrete versus Oscar Valdez. That has Vasquez, Marquez, Barrera, Morales written all over it. So hopefully it happens. And then we got the main event between Devin Haney versus Vasyl Lomachenko. 12 rounds, excellent fight, guys. I'm not going to lie, because regardless of how the decision was and the scoring, excellent fight. High-level fight, high-level chess match. A lot of the rounds were hard to score. Really good fight. But I thought and I found, like many others, saw Lomachenko won the fight. He did enough. He did not beat the hell out of Haney, and Haney did not beat the hell out of Loma. But in the last 3 rounds, in a close fight like this, where the rounds were hard to score, in a close fight like this, you got in the last 3 rounds, you got Lomachenko, who was the challenger, putting the pressure on, giving the angles, and landing the cleaner, effective shots. Loma actually landed cleaner, effective shots throughout the entire fight. So, like I was saying, the last 3 rounds, Loma pressed the fight, landed shots, finished strong, and you gave him a unanimous decision loss. 117-111. That score is ridiculous. I don't know what fight that judge was watching. I think it was Dave already. I can't believe he gave so much rounds to Haney. Haney was not dominating this fight. He did not. It was a competitive fight from round 1 to round 12. Both guys having their moments. Lomachenko was doing really good in this fight, landing a lot of shots. And he was the aggressor in the majority of the fight as well. Those last 3 rounds, Lomachenko finished strong, had a lot of success. He was busting up Haney at times, pretty good. landing that left hand, hurt him, and had an excellent 11th round. And yeah, unanimous decision for Haney in a fight that I thought Lomachenko won. He deserved the win. Another thing in this fight, when it comes to the results of the scoring, how wide the scores was. So you got wide scores and you got a horrible decision. Loma won this fight, and the fight was not unanimous. This fight was like a split, or you could have even given it a draw. But it is what it is. The decision had been made. The judges made the call, and they gave it to Haney by unanimous decision. Scores of 115, 113 twice, and then you got 117, 111. It is what it is, guys. It sucks that a good fight like that was given the results that it did. Hopefully they have a rematch. I think Loma deserves that. Let's see who the better man really is. And I think this fight showed that. I think Lomachenko did enough to win the fight, but hey, it is what it is. Loma's team is trying to see if they could protest. They're going to try to protest and try to see what they could do, but I'm pretty sure nothing's going to be done. They're going to have to run it back. We've seen many bogus decisions boxing, and nothing has ever been overturned. So it's gonna be this is likely to be another. Miracle Boy Boxing, guys. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and I'll see you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel before I go. Miracle Boy Boxing, one of the greatest sports in the world. Boxing, my favorite sport in the world. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in our next video. Peace.